Hello all, Marieke here for Studiolight. Today I hope to inspire you with a shaker card using the Sweet Stories winter products, together with the newly released shaker elements and some new shaker dies. For my project today I used stamp 489, stamp and cutting die 43, 51 and 66, cutting die 577 with the matching Bliss 2, cutting die 153 and paper pad 92. Mask 225 and shake 101. The base of the card is a top fold square white card 12 by 12 cm. I cut a piece of light pink cardstock 12 by 12 cm out of paper pad 92. For this tutorial, I'm going to create my own pattern paper using mask 225. You can use the mask to create a repetitive pattern. In my case, this is not necessary, but I'm making sure it's aligned so the pattern looks right when I have ink blended it. I temporarily add the mask to the paper and start ink blending the pattern on the pink cardstock using worn lipstick Distress Oxide ink. I set aside the inked panel so it can dry a bit. In the meanwhile, I can work on the shaker part. Out of white cardstock, I cut both of the square dies. First the inner part and the outer die second. I like doing it this way because I feel I have more control over the dies. I ink blend the small square that I have created by die cutting the inner square die using spun sugar and worn lipstick, and splattered some white paint. I set it aside so it could dry and I started working on my pattern paper again. Using a white gel pen, I added some white details to the paper. Like with all my tutorials, I did almost all the preparations for my card beforehand. Off camera, I cut the outer die of the Merry sentiment that comes in stamp and cutting die 43 out of white cardstock. The word Merry I have die cut out of gold glitter paper. Using the same colors of pink inks, I ink blend the bottom of the Merry outline and adhered the sentiment onto it. Adhered the self-created pattern paper on the base card using double-sided tape. Off camera, I cut the snow border out of white cardstock using die 153 and trimmed it down to 12 cm. Before creating the shaker, I glued the small rectangle on the base card and stamped the Christmas sentiment onto it. I adhered the blister on the back of the frame and filled the shaker using the shaker elements and some stamped snowflakes. I used worn lipstick to match with the rest of the card. My pro tip for this tutorial is to test your shaker before gluing it down if you can. This way you are able to see if there is enough shaker material in it or not. In my case, I added a bit more shaker elements and closed the shaker. Now it's time to finish off the card. I added all the elements onto the card using glue and foam tape. For the right Yeti, I gave a small cut to the hands of the Yeti so it could hold the catapult. I added the line for the hand afterwards using a black fine liner. If you would like to see more of my card making videos for Studiolight, leave a comment down below and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching, bye bye!